Oh, fuck.
And actually, you're all becoming very, very near. And you might not have the bugbear might not be the biggest issue anymore, because your cheetahs are literally about to run over this fucking cavern. But since he rolled going so in front of you at this point, he reaches the end of this cavern, and he jumps, or rather, his feline jumps, and fucking Jesus Christ, completely scales this thing. It flies, basically. This is a flying cat. It's not, but it jumps so far that it might as well be.
Fail this.
I have plot set up. I have things set up that will happen if you do, but he completely soars across, and the cheetah skirts on the edge and kind of catches itself and stops in front of the trees to look back at you guys.
Okay, here we go.
And this isn't going to be in order of initiative anymore, but in order of how close you are. So, Clove, it is your turn next, and I want you to roll for animal handling.
Alright.
Actually, that's a lie. Wait, what did I write down? I wrote down that you have to make a Constitution saving throw, because I think this is going to be more about if you're not a pussy enough to try to jump over this thing.
Okay, and I have a 9.
Alright, so Clove, you try to jump over it, and what ends up happening is, you were so close, but your cheetah sort of grabs onto the edge, and it's trying so hard to, pull itself back up, and you yourself, kind of fall off, and now you have to make a dexterity saving throw to try and grab the ledge.
Okay, what about LV?
LV, I think, used the other cheetah as, a backbone to try to jump on itself, and I think LV is okay.
Okay, good. So dexterity saving throw?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah?
17.
That's gonna do it. So you grab onto the ledge. You are kind of dangling there. You don't know if you really have... You can make a strength check to try to pull yourself up, but for now, I think that is your turn, and I think now, Kamaria, it's your turn to try to get across this thing.
I'm fucking terrified, by the way.
9, 6, 15.
That is going to do it. Kamaria, you just barely jump across this thing. Maybe your cheetah's paws scrape the corner a little bit, and you see Clove kind of behind you, struggling to hold onto the ledge. And Vadark, with this thing just barely trailing behind you, it's your turn to try to do whatever you want to do.
Well, he ain't jumping off the cliff. That's a no. That's a no. That's a pass. That's a hard pass.
Alright.
So we're just gonna attack it again, I guess.
Alright.
Okay, so 8 plus 6.
Yeah, I'll say it does it. It's actually a tie, but I'll just say it. 10 damage. With that, it completely topples over. It basically it tries to go after you, and when you hit it, it kind of loses control of its boar, and it runs off the ledge and down into the pit below. And you hear a pew, and then just yes. There it goes, and you see, if you look down, you probably see the boar struggling to get out of the water. The bugbear is nowhere to be seen. It did. So, but with that, you guys are completely out of initiative, and I think now our main concern is getting Clove to safety. So Eden obviously quickly runs over. It's like, oh shit, do you guys have anything to deal with this?
And I have a lot of rope. I have a monsters pack and an explorers pack.
He kneels by the ledge and he's like, can you hand me the rope real fast?
Yeah, she gets that shit out.
He grabs it and completely expertisely, is that a word? Probably not. With much expertise, ties this thing. Professionally, that's good. He ties this thing.
That's a fairer word.
He ties this thing, if it's not long enough, then he probably ties the ends together, and he makes a lasso, basically. And he does. He sort of takes a step back from the cliff, he wears it around a little bit, and he throws it down, and nevertheless, it does grab onto you, Clove, by the waist.
Great. Okay.
Wait, did her cheetah make it over?
Yeah, her panther.
Okay.
I stated that
That's
it
all I
did.
care about.
Her panther passed the dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
So I think it crawled back on, and I think the actual cheetah has also been able to climb itself back up onto the ledge. But you are now attached to this rope, Clove, and he is going to make a strength check to try and pull you up.
He rolls a 1.
He does not roll a 1. He does very well. And he
Nice.
pulls you up. And you can sort of grab the ledge by now and yank yourself up. And as you get up, you both kind of fall over from the pressure exiting you, and he pants a little bit because it's a little hard to lift something, a full-grown person.
Yeah, she like falls onto the ground, like real fucking happy that she's on solid ground.
Like she starts kissing it.
No, she just starts like embracing it, hugging, like a tender embrace.
And Vadark is pretty much the only one that is sort of.
Wait, is it just like a giant hole, or is it like a canyon?
It's a canyon, basically.
Fuck.
Why?
You could walk around it.
Because you could go around it if it was just a hole.
No, it's a canyon. You could probably go around it eventually, but it'd probably take a lot of walking.
Eventually.
So Vadark.
We have cheetahs.
So Eden kind of looks at Vadark on the other side. He's like, "Hey, are you?" He yells over. He's like, "Are you doing okay over there?"
It's really deep, and I wasn't not going fast enough to even get across.
Yeah, he says, "That's fine. We'll be over soon." And your cheetahs you slowly approach this bundle of large trees that seem to be lacking in foliage, but they are indeed black with some small white rings around them. Eden walks up and breaking the branch off the end of the tree, giving him sort of a black stick with a white tip.
He just broke it off.
Oh my god. Did you just give us the stereotypical... Oh.
Wait, what happened?
Oh my god, Matt. I hate you so much. I hate you
I love
so
you too.
I was too distracted by him hurting the tree.
I kind of passed out for a little bit.
It's okay.
What did he do?
There's a good breaking point very soon.
Oh my god.
I promise. So,
I hate you so much, Matt. I hate you.
She's yelling at me because I said the stick was all black with a white tip.
I don't get it.
It's the stereotypical magic man.
Wand.
Magician.
Oh my god!
So, he's just relieved to break the branch off the end of one of the trees, and he goes, "Oh God, well, we made it." And he looks back at you three, and he is very relieved to have gotten help at this point.
You two.
Yeah, you two, and Vadark very far off into the distance. He says, "All right, let's just make sure we get it back safe."
Vadark
Yeah.
helped the kitty.
Can we break off a few extras so if anything happens?
Well, okay, that would require hurting the tree.
Well,
You can. You definitely can.
This
But-
is a gulch. They're probably dead.
I did say they didn't have any foliage.
So are they dead? That doesn't mean anything, because in fall, trees are all dead.
It's not
I'm
a
just
matter.
taking a branch.
Alright, Kamaria goes and breaks off a branch.
Clove tries to, wrestle her off the branch. Can I fight for strength?
Yeah,
No, I can't.
both of
No,
you
she cannot. I'm holding it above her head.
both of you have to make a strength saving throw. It's only fair.
Vadark helped the kitty.
I have a 6.
I have a 15.
Okay, so Kamaria rips it off and just kind of holds Clove away like a toddler. So he hops back on his cheetah, and I'm gonna say that you guys start to head back, taking another scary leap over the canyon before you rush back into town. Your cheetahs are a lot more attuned to the route at this point, so I'm not gonna make you roll all your checks again or anything. I'm not gonna make you guys have to jump off the ledge again.
Thanks, man.
So you meet up.
Wait, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
What would have happened if we did not make that?
A nice little thing called death.
Would we come back alive again?
I'm not saying, but
At least we know we get like a second chance if we
At
die.
least we know who would die.
oh, so
Just being depressed.
So I'm just gonna say, I promise you sound very tired, but we're at a break-off point soon. A nice little break-off point. Your cheetahs are a lot more attuned to the route at this point, so they don't have much trouble, and you basically have a relaxing time heading back. It's pretty enjoyable, or at least Eden seemed to be a lot more relaxed until he sort of glanced back at you three, realizing how roughed up a few of you, and one especially, got in that fight. Two of you, and one especially. You can tell, you don't really need an insight check to tell that he looks pretty, he looks like he feels pretty bad since he's the one that kind of dragged you out here, and he doesn't really know about your separate quest, like your real mission here. He probably thinks you're just kind of doing this for him and his sister. But he looks back forward.
I mean, we kind of are.
A little, maybe.
I want to help him.
Yeah. So he looks back forward and he thinks a bit, and he decides to try to uplift your spirits a little bit. And he starts to sing basically a popular silly song about a big hairy bear who goes to a fair and dances with a maid with honey in her hair. And it's kind of a well-known song, folktale that I didn't take from Game of Thrones. And he begins, and this is basically, I'm gonna play the song.
That's super cute.
And there was a bear, black and brown and covered in hair.
And he starts singing this song, and that's just about his voice headcanon, by the way. He starts singing this song as you ride through the canyons. He's, to say the least,
it's not country enough.
I know, but I like the tone. What I'm saying here is what I'm pretty much trying to get across is that he is very good at singing. Unlike the one who voices him, that is too scared to actually do it. He sounds very chipper, but that's mostly just to try to get you guys happy as well, or you can assume. So you guys, if you want to roll for history, you might know this song too. If you want to try to sing along.
I got a 13.
That's sufficient.
14.
Right.
That's sufficient?
Matt,
Yeah?
right?
What'd you say?
Do I have advantage?
Yes.
Okay, good, because I got a 14.
Alright.
The first time I got a 3.
Alright, so you all three of you know this song, so if you want to join in, then you definitely can.
Well,
Felix is really happy.
Huh.
And like his voice is really high when he's singing.
I think he takes notice of this, but it seems kind of rude to point out, so he just kind of is happy that someone's singing along. And maybe it kind of goes well with his voice, too. So, you guys...
Clove is also singing along. She has a lighter voice.
Alright. Kamaria, are you gonna be the grumpy one?
She's gonna be onlooking in amusement.
Alright, so you...
With the half smile going on.
So you watch as these three children sing this nice, happy song about a bear.
Wait, I also want to say something.
Yep.
Clove sees Kamaria, like, smile, and she just kind of, like, beams at her. She's smiling.
Kamaria has to look away before she gives him the full smile.
And that would be a nice, happy time to stop if you guys are getting too tired. But alright. So I think that's our nice sing-along time to stop there. And just so you know, you have literally reached the halfway point. You're at page 9 of 18.
Nice, so it is a good place.
Yeah.
We ended on like really sweet notes most of the time.
Well,
And start.
we try to.
You start on very bad ones and end on very sweet ones, honestly.
And then we're like, yay! Everything's fine!
Like, each time it's like a story, like a Disney happy ending story arc.
You guys are all singing, riding your cats through the canyons. Maya, give me a beat. Yeah. Rap. And shit. Yeah. And bugbears. Yeah. This is how you rap, right? Come on, Chris. Add on to this. See, I rhyme too. That's not a sufficient rap beat.
Maybe I can make something worth while you're listening, but everything I say just makes me want to listen it.
Chris has looked up rap lyrics.
No, I didn't. I'm just trying my best. I'm trying to come up with shit, okay? So I might as well try. This is what we're doing.
Before we get on to that,
Yeah.
since we were on the subject of rapping,
Yeah.
I came up from this.
So you started from the
I'm
bottom,
not
now
gonna-
you're here.
I'm not gonna say no. I'm not gonna say the first part because it's kind of a spoiler.
Mm-hmm.
So
Kamaria is a rap god.
don't you know it? My name is Kamaria. I come from spoiler. Just to start slaying all these children. They see me killing and winning against all these villains just to see me come out victorious. Don't you know I'm notorious?
Holy shit.
Oh damn!
I love it. I love it.
Subconscious issues.
It was worth the scavenge for die.
Maya.
My name is Kamaria. Now you know who I am, but do you know why I came to this land? Just to start slaying all these children. They see me killing and winning against all these villains, and they see me come out victorious. Don't you know I'm notorious? Do you even know what I've been through? Been taking care of my team, even with all these corrupted dreams. And that's it.
I love it, and I want her to get in a rap battle with Murr or something.
An
Or maybe-
underground rap battle.
maybe-
Like they go underground and they have to go.
Maybe Lucius, because he's the hip teen. But,
The hip team. I just want her to just like going like straight up Eminem on the
I mean,
his
he's-
little ass, and then he just gets shook.
I mean, he seems to smoke weed, so maybe.
He's gonna be slurring. You can't. He's gonna be like that one song, like, ooh, and then I got high.